Alrighty guys, we're going back to some more Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Last time, we saved the Wind Crystal, finally purifying it, just to return to town and find out that the king wasn't quite what he seemed. We ended up defeating both him and Kent, earning us 2 brand new jobs, which we will get into at the beginning of the episode. This time, I think we're going to continue on with the main story and progress to the land of the Water Crystal. But before that, if you guys do like this video and this series, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out and helps make sure you don't miss any upcoming videos. So, first thing we're gonna do, like always, is check on our villager. Village population increased by 2 just because I picked up some of the shadow people between episodes. 2 new areas reclaimed as well. So now we have every single area officially open to us. We have the compound shop here, which will give us some compounds. I'm not quite sure what that does yet. We also have the valley parts, which is even more parts for us to get. So let's go ahead. That is a 4-minute time. I think we'll go ahead and do this because I think that will be done by the time I'm done changing the jobs. So at the end of the last episode, we did get new jobs. We'll just show them off on Tiz here. Those jobs are the Spell Fencer and the Time Mage. We'll start here with the Time Mage first. We did go over this very briefly in the last episode. However, this is a time magic user, so you want to make sure you put it on a magic user. So for me, one of these 2. However, they serve more of a support role. You can see here they use time magic, but I'll show off some of the time magic when we actually are able to get into a fight here. I think I'm going to throw it on Agnès here. I think she's just the best. She's our support character for most of the game, so if she's not a white mage, she'll probably be a time mage. So let's go ahead and switch jobs. Go ahead and check out her gear first. I don't believe it's a rod. I think she wants to go back to staff. Yes, she does. We'll give her the oaken pole. I feel like there was a better one, though, wasn't there? I guess not. I guess that is the best one right now. And then we can go check out her abilities real quick. So a couple things she has. She has Time Slip as her specialty. Returns you to the start of battle if your entire party is wiped out. So if you ever lose a battle, instead of going back to a previous save, you will go back to the start of the fight, basically allowing you to replay the fight from the very beginning. And then we have Time Magic here. So a couple things Time Magic has. First, if you've played similar games, you're pretty much aware what Slow does. Slow makes it so the speed of the target is decreased by 25% for 4 turns. You can give Regen, which is basically a static healing effect on all your teammates. And then you have things like Haste, which raises your team member by 50% for 4 turns. Very much, basically, what it says is time. You can either slow or increase the speed of characters. However, it has a couple other novelties here, like Teleport, Escape from Dungeons and Battles. You have Veil, which raises one target's evasion. And then you have the Veilga, Sloga, all that stuff. You also get straight up Stop here, which I believe stops their turns. We saw them casting it on us. Has a 75% chance to place the target in the stop state. So very, very cool. They also come with Re-Raise, which is basically a full heal. But the 2 things it has that no other job has is actually Quake and Gravity. So Quake is your earth damage spells. Your black mages don't get this, your white mages don't get it. Earth is your time mage, but also Gravity. Gravity is a spell, however, unlike other spells, it isn't an element. So what Gravity does is it has a 50% chance to deal damage equal to half of the maximum HP to one target. It won't work on bosses, however, basically you'll do half of, if it lands, which is a 50% chance, you will immediately do half of the opponent's HP in damage. There's also spells like Comet, which is a non-elemental attack. So very, very powerful non-elemental attack. And then if we go down to here, you have Meteor, which is like your bigger version of Comet. And then you have Quaga, which is your major version of Quake. And then Graviga. Graviga has a 50% chance to deal damage equal to 3/4 of the maximum HP to one target. So now it can do 75% of a target's HP with a single attack. Very, very powerful mage, and we will probably use this as our primary mage on her for quite a while. Now, here's where we get into the fun stuff. The job of Spell Fencer. So the way Spell Fencer works is they apply magic to their sword. Now, that might seem like a really good thing for Ringabel because he's been a magic user. However, the Spellfencer specifically, if we look at stats here, has a really high strength and int. So somebody like Tiz or Edea would actually be better at this. I've gone back and forth in my mind on who to give it to, and I think I'm going to give it to Edea here. Reason for that is I know what physically attacking job we're going to get next, and I think I want to give that to Tiz. So I think I'm going to give Spellfencer to Edea here. Also, I mean, if you just look at the difference in costumes, one of them looks cooler than the other, and that's definitely on the Edea and on Yes here. So let's go ahead and give her Spellfencer. It is unfortunate because we are losing that Knight skill. However, we're going to go to equip real quick. And the other reason is that it's an S rank for sword, so it doesn't overlap with the two of them. So that way we can keep having her use this mithril sword, as well as the armor. Basically, it's another tankier unit. However, if we go to the abilities of the Spellfencer, first I want to do a couple things. I want to change this over to Knight. I want to keep Stomp on there because it's very, very powerful. We're also going to keep both two-handed and physical defense up on her, keeping her of more of a tank-type unit. She has the specialty of anti-magic, which increases magic defense when you are hit by a magic attack. So, basically, if you're hit by magic, you take less magic damage. And then sword magic. This is where it's very, very fun. So, basically, you will apply all of these different kinds of spells onto your weapon. So, things like fire, blizzard, and thunder. Pretty self-explanatory. You imbue a weapon with low power lightning damage for 10 turns. That is more turns than you'll have in a normal fight with normal enemies. This will raise attack power by the amount of the magic effect. So you're increasing your base damage, and you're doing that element in damage now. You can also do things like silence, poison, and sleep. However, you need to be a stronger level, so you have to be a level 2 with sword magic, and so on. Very, very powerful. Again, honestly, these are some of the best jobs in the game, and you get them so early. And so with that, guys, I'm going to go back into town after we look at our village, because I forgot that was only a 4-minute. We get Beast Liver there. What else could we get? 10 minutes? Sure, we'll throw that one on. I'm going to go back into town, heal up, and then we will continue on our journey. And so, with all that taken care of, it's finally time to move on with our journey and head to the water crystal. We'll just come hop back on our boat here.
I feel guilty simply sitting around like this.
We all need rest, my dear. Whatever we're to face next, let us do it with a full store of energy. Besides, I'm told exhaustion is murder on the skin. Think of your complexion.
My what?
Try to behave, Ringabel. You're upsetting the poor girl.
Is that a hint of jealousy I detect? Perhaps it's you who's upset by...
You're hilarious.
I can think of no sadder creature in this world than a man unable to inspire a little jealousy. It is. For now, I need some air. All this riding on the waves is...
Do you suppose he's all right?
Oh, leave him. A little seasickness will keep him quiet.
Agnès, do you know the other Vestals? In your speech, you mentioned working with them.
It is my hope that such a collaboration can be achieved, but I have yet to meet the Vestals of Earth or Fire. I know only the Water Vestal, Olivia. I have since we were children, as our temples stand in neighboring kingdoms. Since we became Vestals in full, we've exchanged no correspondence, but I fear the rotting of the seas is proof enough that some ill has befallen the water crystal. I pray that Olivia has fared better.
That was fast. Feeling better?
Vestal of the Wind Crystal, Agnès oblige. Surrender at once, or see your companion slain.
You! Dark Knight Alternus Dim!
Who? What? Edea? You're all right. We've been mad with worry. But you are a captive to the Vestal no longer.
So, first off, Dim, Dark Knight Alternus Dim is 100% D, but also, when we play this next, listen to that voice. First, it's a little suspicious Ringabel's not here. I'm pretty sure it's the exact same voice actor. My running theory, I do not know anything. My running theory is that maybe there's some, like, brainwashing, like, he can't remember that he's Dark Knight Alternus Dim. I don't think he's doing it on purpose. But I do think they're the same person. They have the same voice actor. I bet unless I see them both here at the same time, I won't believe it.
Come, I will see she makes no move. Quickly, to my side. Come away from the Vestal.
No! You keep away from him! If you intend to hurt Agnès or Tiz, you'll answer to me for it.
What? What madness is this? You speak nonsense.
I'm not her captive, and she poses no threat. I'm here of my own free will.
What then? You've betrayed the Duchy? Betrayed your father? Have you lost your mind, girl?
I'm entirely sane. In fact, there's much I've only begun to see clearly now that I've gone traitor.
No more of this! Edea, bind the Vestal's hands. Do this now, and I'll forget all you've said here. Please.
It seems you've already forgotten. I said no, Alternus.
What new form of torment is this? I cannot bear these games, Edea. Do not do this to me.
Take one step closer to Agnès and I'll do a lot worse. This is my decision. I'll hold nothing back. I may not be able to best you, even so. But I will see that you bleed before I die.
You're certain, then?
I'm certain.
Silencing you would be a simple task. But one slip of my hand and even the flat of my blade would mean your end. I'm a poor hand at holding back.
Then don't bother. I'm not the sort to be cowed by threats, Dim. Perhaps I get that from my father.
I cannot keep this from your father. I ask once more. Will you reconsider?
My mind is set.
Stubborn girl. You're... Very well. I shall withdraw for now. But know this, Vestal. You and your abettors are ever under our watch. What you aim to do runs counter to the flow of progress. You place mankind on the road to annihilation. I'll not allow you to go unchecked. It's time your wings were clipped.
Oh, the Sky Stone!
Cool your head before we next meet, Edea.
Alternus!
fine. Sorry I wasn't much use back there. If I'd been more...
You're safe. That is all I ask. Edea! Who was that man? He knew you!
He's a member of the Council of Six, the Duchy of Eternia's highest governing body.
And the 6 people sending an army after Agnès.
Your tone was familiar. You were close?
We grew up together.
Rejoice, jolly companions. I found the loveliest seashells out there. Here, a gift from... Did I miss something?
You really are hopeless, Ringabel. Well?
No good, I'm afraid. She won't budge an inch off the ground. Seems we're earthbound until we've another one of these skystone things.
Murder! Blast that alterness! And me for not seeing this coming!
Well, we can't sit and stew here. Hurry up and do something!
If the ship's grounded, that leaves travel by foot. I suppose we'll have to try our luck with this forest and its miasma.
Okay, I didn't realize I thought we had already taken off. I also didn't see this path at all, so it looks like we have to go through this miasma forest here. Let's just go ahead and enter. Murgurger. So goofy.
It burns the lungs.
But it's not... not so dire that we can't manage another step.
It may be perhaps that the return of the winds has thinned out the miasma for us.
Whatever the cause, we'd best take advantage of it. If we can pass, let us do so now.
Chapter 2, One Day Beneath a Blue Sky.
I want to report on Anshine. Alternus, you're as good as any. Speak up.
I've heard rumors the wind crystal was awakened, as they would have it put.
Indeed. And worse, since its awakening, the crystal has been protected by a shield that bars all but the Vestal.
You made contact with the girl, did you not? Why did you not capture her then?
Were these infamous allies of hers really so strong as to cow even you, Dark Knight?
No. Among those I saw accompanying the Vestal, one of them was Edea.
My. This is a twist.
Quite so, a shocking turn.
So what then? You saw her, tucked your tail, and ran home crying? How miserable!
Still, if this is the truth, it is a troubling one. We look to you to lead all the Eternian forces, Lord Marshal. For your daughter to abet the Vestal is problematic.
How would you have us proceed?
Any who would join the Vestal in opposing us must be eliminated. Their birth matters not.
Ah, bold words. But how truthful, I wonder. You would really allow her elimination?
Your lordship.
The task before us is larger than us all. I'll not allow private matters to slow its course.
Then, I shall go and speak with her again. Surely.
I will go. It seems the water Vestal is proving a problem as well. I shall go and pluck the both of them. I expect a suitable shower of accolades upon my successful return. Come, Victor!
As you command.
Lord Marshal, are you certain of this?
And so, we start next chapter. First, let's check our village here. We get 2 heart scales. Can I grab another one? I can keep going, huh? Let me check out the weapon shop instead. Yeah, we are officially at the point where, like, we can just kind of grab anything. We'll grab that Sage's Staff, though. That seems pretty nice. I need to start buying that stuff. Oh. I pressed down just... I tapped down. Didn't realize we were that deep into it already. We'll go ahead and claim our achievements. Get some teleport stones and a Tengu Sneeze. And then we have new tutorial quests. Looks like it was just the ones we've already completed. So, not much else there for us. We go ahead and talk to the wolf here, or the fox. Looks like he has an armory for us. Just mithril stuff again, which we already have. Already got all of that in the last location we were at. Didn't mean to do it again. Trader, nothing new there. Are there new spells, though? No, there are not. Unfortunate. So we'll just run on ahead here. You're going to see these green pools here. I'll explain those here in a second. But first we'll run up here and grab this chest. So what these green pools are these are basically poison swamps. The second you step in it, you're actually going to get poisoned. So you can see here, none of my characters are poisoned. Now all my characters are poisoned. So go ahead and step out of here. I want to cure this before we listen to that. Where is it? Right here. I want to cure everybody before we listen to the party chat here, basically explaining what poison is. Tread carefully. What's... My legs, my whole body's tingling. This swamp, it's poison. The wind carried off the miasma, but the swamp's still just as toxic. Is nothing easy? I hate poison. Every step hurts, and I feel like I'm going to be sick. We could always double back to town and stock up on antidotes. You worry too much. All we have to do is be careful to step around the marshy patches. Agreed. Let's be extremely careful when we walk. And yes, you could be extremely careful when you walk. Or, if we come to abilities here, and we look at, I think we'll actually have to go to... Yeah, I think we will have to look at the abilities for the Freelancer here. You can actually see Dungeon Master. You avoid damage and status ailments from tricks, traps, and other dungeon devices. Note that this effect applies to all allies. So, if you have anybody close to being a level 4 Freelancer, it might be in your best interest to pick up Dungeon Master. That might be something I work on a little bit off camera just to get everybody to, or get at least one person to a level 4 Freelancer. But for now, we're just going to go through this and brute force it. We have enough MP to cure it every time we need to. So we'll go ahead and use our usual Examine. Have everybody else default. Myconid is weak to fire, and it is a plant. That was a terrible time for a crit. Let's go ahead and examine Scorpion. It's just Scorpion. 1000 weak to Blizzard, and it is a bug type. And now we'll get to show off some of our new stuff. So, unfortunately, you don't really have anything new, so... Oh, you do have Quilong Wave. I totally forgot. We just got this because he hit the next level. You ignore default's damage reduction effect and deal 1.25 times the damage of a conventional attack to one target. However, it costs 12 mana. So, if an enemy defaults, you can actually get through it and deal additional damage with Quilong Wave. I'm just gonna go ahead and Inner Dragon and hit the Myconid a whole bunch. On Yes here, we can actually show off her Time Magic. We can go ahead and slow the Myconid, then we'll slow the Scorpion, and then we can go ahead and just Quake them both, just to see what kind of damage you're going to be doing with Quake. As for Ringabel, I actually want to default with you, because I want to show off Edea here. So we'll go ahead, Sword Magic, and we'll actually throw, what was it? I think Blizzard. Yep, we'll throw Blizzard on it. So we throw Blizzard on it, and then I just want to check if we stop the Scorpion, and I'll do normal attacks. I just want to see if it actually does Blizzard damage here. So once we get to her turn, we'll actually slow down. So you can see she put Blizzard on her weapon, and then she's doing not only physical damage, but she's also dealing a magic damage equal to her equal to the magic damage she would be doing on top of that, which is part of her weak damage, or her, is the weakness of that enemy. So it's basically a way for a physical attacker to exploit the weaknesses of the other enemies. Very unfortunate here, though. I didn't realize he could split off like that. So let's go ahead and we'll throw a Blizzard on the Scorpion, and then we'll just fire the Myconid till it's dead. Let's hope there's enough here. Get rid of the Scorpion, no problem. I think we're gonna be barely short. We're gonna leave him at like 50 HP, aren't we? Yeah, 36 HP. Okay, on Yes, deal with it. Ringabel, deal with it. And Edea, deal with it. And you can also see her Blizzard is still active. It lasts for a very long time. There's a 12 JP for us. On Yes, hit level 22, so we are officially a higher level than this zone entirely. And we'll do a quick heal. Unfortunately, the Time Mage isn't going to be super useful right now. We're pretty much... On Yes is going to kind of take a back seat a little bit, and is really only going to be used for support, which is a little unfortunate, just because that means we won't be able to get the damage off that she used to be able to do when she was a Black Mage. But unfortunately, that's just part of being a support character. Honestly, I don't even know if I need to do anything with him, because if I just fire and then use stomps, this is just such a strong combo here. Now you can see 300, 330, 330. Well, if they keep sporing, there's not much I can do about that. Are you kidding me? They spored that much? Oh, that's gonna be tough to beat now. I didn't know they could spore that much, and it's not even that they're splitting HP like most enemies, is that they are getting full HP, a new enemy on the field. Hopefully it adds to my XP and... Jeez! Go ahead and throw a Phoenix down on Edea. You can see, though, she doesn't block nearly as much as she used to be able to. Go ahead and throw some cures on everyone, because we're going to have to do it here in a second anyways. Let's see if I can get rid of these guys. Hidden Dragon over and over again. And then fire all foes. There we go. 20 JP. That's actually a really solid way to grind JP. It is a new level of Time Mage. You learned the Magic Attack 10% up support ability. That honestly might be worth throwing it on Ringabel just for that ability. And you learn Sword Magic 2 for Spellfencer 2. I actually think I'm going to do that. Let me go to Ringabel. Let me throw on a time mage. I actually was gonna put it on Ringabel at first, but I know what the next caster we get is, and I would actually prefer if he was the next caster we're getting instead, like the next physical attacker. Yeah, this is probably fine. I'll keep working on Merchant. He'll be my Merchant late game. I don't really have to worry about it now, but more of a late game investment just to level him up already. Well, that sucks. I came out the wrong side here. Is that the same enemy we fought before? Yeah, the Great Moth. Okay. Just hidden dragon them. Agnès, what do you want to do? Probably just default. And then you want to Blizzard. Actually, no. Agnès wants to get rid of the Great Moth. And then you want to Blizzard a Scorpion. That's not what I meant to do, but that's okay. They'll be able to act next turn when we inevitably don't kill this. Actually, let me just go ahead and get rid of Great Moth. Yeah, we'll just go full attacks. See if this will kill Great Moth. With you, we'll Blizzard Scorpion. And then with Edea, this is what I was trying to do. Blizzard, and then Stomp. It's a little more tough because now I actually have to navigate 2 of the ability menus, but this is one of the first times that the abilities have a really solid synergy with each other. And there we go, 11 JP. I just need to do 2 more fights like that, and I can swap him back to Merchant. We will unfortunately run around the long ways here. Pick up this 2000 PG. Did they just call it Pig? Or Peg? I think they did. We'll go ahead and examine the Treant, and then default with everyone else. I'm assuming it's going to be weak to fire. 800, weak to fire, yep. Honestly, anything but those fungus are really easy to get rid of. Okay, man. We'll just Hidden Alchemy the Treant. Have you... Oh, this kind of just sucks. Have you Poisona, Edea. Edea, let's have you Blizzard yourself, and then Stomp the Scorpion. And he put everyone to sleep. Well, this is not looking good. We have to spend the whole turn curing everyone again. Well, that's 1 KO. I need to actually try here because we are using abilities way quicker than I would like right now. Let's just attack the Treant. Blizzard yourself. Chivalry, Stomp the Scorpion. There we go. That's the damage we're looking for. There's a Phoenix down. Wow. 90 damage. Time mages don't have really good int, unfortunately. Let's go for normal attacks, I think, on this Treant. And then just cure everyone again. Okay, there we go. Just a little stressed. Just a little bit dangerous here. Go ahead and heal everybody up. Should not step in the poison. Right here we get the Scimitar. Is that a better sword for Edea? It sure is. Oh my gosh. Let me do it. I really should have just sat there and grinded the other thing, but not much you can do there. Besides grind it. Cure all of them. I shouldn't have cured it yet. And we're in a fight while being poisoned against a mushroom. Oh no. Well, this could be really bad, actually. Can I use Poison on everyone? No, I can't. So, we'll just default. I have to get rid of this Myconid. Yeah, let's try to blitz down the Myconid here. I know I targeted Treant with him, but that's because Treant can put you to sleep. There we go. This is not a very long dungeon at all. I'm just a little concerned about our MP right now. Grab that Phoenix down. And I really just made a dumb decision running through this swamp when I should have waited. That's fine. Pick all those up, and that is all the chests for this little side of the swamp. I know it said there were 2, but you actually come back and grab another one of those chests here in a minute. Same thing, we're going to just blitz down this Treant. On yes, we'll default. Becoming a little bit more challenging here. Let's just do 2 poisons, and then let's Blizzard the Scorpion. You can see you don't use much MP at all on your spell sword, which is really, really solid. $375, $350, $391. She has easily become my highest DPS, which is super unfortunate because Tiz does 100% have a higher MP or higher strength. Okay, then we can go swap them back out. So, Ringabel, let's get you back on Merchant since you did pick up your MP increase there, or your magic attack increase. I'm actually curious, do you get anything else that's like insane? Stop immunity, but that's not like, it's not insane. So let's go ahead and give you that ability. Since honestly, you've been at such a bad spot, I don't need any of this stuff. We'll actually grab White Knight, and then we will do this magic attack up. Is there anything else I could even grab? Broad Lore. That's it. Oh, make sure to re-equip. Oh, that is not what I want. I want the Mithril and the Thief. Yep, there we go. Oh, come on. I'm just gonna brute force it. There we go. High HP potion. You can see why it's actually super beneficial to go back and get that next level. I did it again. I should have just waited. Because right here is a chest. X potion. It's super beneficial to level up your starting your freelancer a little bit, especially right now. We'll just go ahead and try to blitz down the Treant. On yes, just needs to wait, unfortunately. Ringabel, same thing. Let's just have you cast 1 fire on the Treant. And then Edea can blizzard herself and get rid of the Scorpion. It's always unfortunate when I cast fire and he does that. Still get some damage on the Scorpion, though. And there we go. Getting that 70 EXP is pretty solid. Time Mage and Spellfence are about to level up again as well, which is really, really good. Go ahead and heal them all. I am almost out of MP, so I need to play this a little bit more carefully. I shouldn't have done that. We're near the long way. I can't afford to keep using poison out here. I'm going to actually anticipate him killing that Treant again. So let's go ahead and honestly, if I keep getting this specific rotation, I might just set this to auto. What I need to do is I need to start buying stuff from my village because it has a lot better gear, but I'm just not picking up. Like, I don't think I've actually bought anything from my village yet, and it has some pretty solid weaponry and armor. I think I really need to start looking at that. That is the Earthing Rod, not Earthling Rod. Okay, let's kind of like bob and weave here. Right there we get a Turbo Ether. Gotta be careful here. Let's go ahead and repeat that same tactic. Super, super easy. I want to make sure I turn that off, though. Okay, let's bob and weave again. Wait, am I poisoned? Edea. Oh, she got poisoned, though, didn't she? We didn't step in it because everyone would be poisoned. Let's grab this chest. This is a regular ether. And then we're going to run all the way around, grab that last chest, and that should be the end of this dungeon. I'm really hoping. Let's go ahead and hit the treant. Agnès will wait. I need to just go ahead and fire everyone. And then stomp the Myconid in hopes that I can act before it goes. Good stuff, good stuff. There we go. This is at 9 more JP. That is a level up for both our Time Mage. You learned the slow parry support ability. And the Spell Fencer. You learned the Firewall support ability. What is that one? Let's go check that out. Ability, Edea. Looking for Firewall. Chance to counter physical attacks with fire. Ooh. I think I will throw that on. That is a really, really good ability for a tank character. Because they can just tank attacks, countering with fire attacks. Right there we get a remedy, and this should be the last enemy we have to fight. Which should be a really easy one. Oh, I'm trying to press down, and I kept pressing the left. And so, get our Blizzard and our Stomps on the Scorpion. I didn't kill. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can still kill with Edea, but ooh, that was scary. Please let me get to the adventurer. I don't want a buddy. I want to heal. Yeah, let me look at equipment. Need a weapon? Yeah, I'd like one. Basset Claws. This is a little bit stronger. Carving knife. Not as good. Okay, so literally nothing else is as good. This red cap's so pretty. So I'll pick up the Basset Claws. I know it's not the best, and I know I'll be switching him soon. We'll grab that for now. As for this red cap, though, this is really good for Tiz, for Edea. And now here's where I have to make this decision. I don't think it's as good for Agnès or Ringabel because it lowers their magic attack. Yeah, I won't give it to him. I was really debating whether or not I do it. Raises allies' brave attack rate. A friend badge that freezes your aggro level. Interesting. Any new items I have here? What do the bomb... oh, these are the fire damage and water damage. Gotcha. Material that raises physical attack, material that raises physical defense, and material imbued with power of fire. If I buy a beast liver, I know we just got this, but I kind of want to experiment and see what this actually does. We'll go ahead and rest. And is that for your special attack? Yeah, you can make it do fire damage. Give it Beast Slaying. Give it Poison Touch. But that is not what it is. I wonder if you just use it. The dried and shrunken liver of a beast. Even so, it still carries it's carried around on a cord. Can be used in compounding. Yeah, we definitely don't know what compounding is yet. I don't think, at least. Yeah, it's like a whole thing. Okay. Yeah, we don't know what compounding is yet. I'm assuming that's gonna be for one of our next jobs coming up. And I'll just do a quick save just in case. So I don't know if there'll be a fight up ahead or not.
Well, this is unusual. It's not often you reach out to contact me directly, Dark Knight.
I'll not take up more of your time than necessary. I have a request of a delicate nature.
The Blood Rose Legion is deployed in Florum. If this favor poses no conflict to my mission, I'll consider it.
The Vestal of Wind has entered Florum. We're certain of it.
Ah, hence the news I just received that Victoria and Victor will be joining us there. I see.
The only problem is that Edea is accompanying her.
Accompanying the Vestal?
She's been deceived, seduced by that witch's words. I tried to talk some sense into her, but... The two of you are practically sisters. Perhaps she'll listen to you, if not me. Will you do this?
That girl has caused you no end of grief over the years. Very well. I shall do all I can. But, should my sisters make contact first, best you gave up on her. I'm afraid even I can scarcely keep these two in check any longer.
I understand.
Girls, you heard him. You will continue your current mission as ordered. The Vestal may attack at any moment. Stay vigilant.
Yes, sister.
Owl stench. Hey, does anyone else smell something funny? Yeah, what is that? It's strong. It smells like something rotting. My eyes are watering. Perhaps we're smelling the miasma wood's namesake. I doubt it. The wind is blowing in the opposite direction. I feel like it's coming from the north. Ringabel, when was the last time you took a bath? If it were my natural musk, you and Agnès would be losing your minds with desire about now. Nothing? No response at all? No, Ringabel. No response at all. Let's see, what is this cave?
We've no reason to come to such a place now. Let's begin in Florum.
Okay. Stop yelling at me, Agnès. I guess there really are no optional areas unless it tells you to go somewhere. I was just trying to explore. Let's see. What's in... Oh, let's go through a fight first. Should be some new... You're telling me these guys are out here in the open, too? Oh, gosh. I was hoping we got away from them. Oh, well, there's another one. How can you just do that at, like, instantaneous speed? Well, there we go. Edea can just kill them all by herself. Doesn't even need help. And so, let's finally enter the city.
Is it just me, or are there awfully few men around?
Florum is called the Land of Radiant Flowers for a reason. All its residents are female.
What? A whole nation of women, you say?
And if a man comes here, what do they do to him?
You needn't worry. Men cannot take up residence, but no law bars them from visiting.
You're red as a beet, Tiz. Are you blushing?
Oh no, hearing it's all ladies here, I just got a little nervous is all.
That's adorable!
Hey! I just didn't know, alright? Don't tease me.
Look here, Tiz. My journal describes this place in crisp detail. True to the old teachings, Florum's women live in chaste humility, in coexistence with the spirits of nature. Devout crystallists, they reject war and conflict, instead choosing lives of peaceful reflection. Hear that? A land of maidens, pure and modest, fit to shame the flowers of the field. Angels all.
Give or take those two.
Feast your eyes! Well, I finally had it dyed. Brightest color I've seen yet!
Well, have you seen this? A spirit hairpin! My coin purse is empty, but come on! Worth it!
Pure and, well, maybe not so much modest. But surely they seek external beauty to match their...
Cold!
What's wrong?
Oh, that's cruel! She's soaking wet!
Oh, you'll have to forgive me. I was dazed by your hideous hair, and my hand slipped.
What in the world?
That awful cow dropped something.
It's a flyer. 47th Annual Sacred Flower Festival, it says. Ah, the yearly competition to decide the most beautiful flower in Florum.
Lovely. A beauty contest. Now he'll never shut up.
But that isn't right. The Sacred Flower Festival is a day of solemn observance of the Crystallist faith. What's more, this place is different. Its streets were not so overrun with glamour and idle pleasure. I worry for Olivia as well. Let us go to speak with Florum's matriarch at once.
And by at once, you mean explore the town first, right? A changed city. Whoa, this place is incredible. Look at how shiny the floors are. Ringabel, what are you looking at? Oh, various things. I was deep in thought, you see. Then why did I just catch you looking at my reflection? It's different. All of this is completely different than the last time I was here. I recall it being a two-tiered city built upon the river's surface, but before the lower tier was residential, while the upper was reserved for crystallist institutions. What of that giant stage at the top? Did that serve a religious function? I have no idea, nor could I ever guess what sort of place all that neon is advertising. Just what in the world could have happened here? I'm sure we'll find that out soon. We have a couple new shops to visit. We have a weapon shop here. I actually think we'll come back to that here in a second. I'm looking for the magic shop first. We have an inn right there. And a magic shop right here. Level 6 and 7. Wow. Well, we'll grab a haste, teleport, and Quera. Also go ahead and grab a Cura, raise. Yeah, I mean, it's just best to grab them all, as I always say, but I won't be using those for quite a while. Let's go check out the item shop or the weapon shop real quick. We have the scimitar, which we already have. We also have the spiked knuckles, of course. Of course, right when I buy the other ones, these are better. We have the frenzy dagger, which we'll go ahead and pick up and give to Ringabel. And then we also have the jade crozier, which we'll give to Agnès. We also have a couple other things. What do we have here? We have the frost shield, which we can give to Agnès. We have the Yggdrasil helmet, which isn't better. We have the laurel wreath, which is better for both Agnès and Ringabel. The Yggdrasil armor, which we can give to Edea here. And then I would love to get that. Can I sell stuff to actually be able to afford it? So the longsword, mithril sword, rod, and mithril rod. Oaken pole. We'll sell the mithril dagger and the mage masher, iron bow. All of our gloves. That sucks. I'm sad I had to sell that. We definitely can sell the armor because we won't be using that anytime soon. Okay, that is definitely enough. So let's go ahead and pick up the, I think just floral rope for everybody, right? Yeah, I think just 3 floral robes. Tiz, Agnès, and Ringabel. That is the best gear they can have at this town. We are unfortunately absolutely broke, though. Let's check out a tutorial quest. Rename your special moves. That one's easy. Set special move dialogue. You can decide what your characters say when using a certain move. Open special and press Y. And then check your combat bonuses. Any bonuses you've earned will be recorded in Dee's journal. I'll take a look at that one right now. Where was that? Combat bonuses. Sweeper. There we go. We've taken a look at those. And then what? It wanted me to rename a special move. So I'll rename Moonbeam to, Punch. There we go. It's renamed. And then edit our message. I like to just... There you go. I read it. Now it just says got you without the exclamation point. Is that enough to satisfy all of these requirements? Rename your special moves, set special move dialogue, and check your combat bonuses. And we have view enemy info. That's super easy. Engage auto battle, also really easy, and use the event viewer. You can go to Dee's journal, go down to event viewer. We'll just view a main scenario, chapter 1, anchoring in Ankheim or Anchime.
We've arrived and it's still no.
Can't I just like skip this though?
Are these desert places?
When they're the site of the wind,
I guess I can just 2x speed and spam A, actually. Just gotta remember to change that next time. And there we go. That is a couple more completed. How much longer do we have for this thing to be done? 44 seconds. That is exactly enough time to leave. Turn on 200%. And finish the other 2 tutorial missions. So we just need to look at its things, and then we need to autoplay, so... at 4x speed. And there we go. Which should satisfy the other 2. Which is even more done. 33 out of 46. We are so close to finishing up all those. I want to make sure I switch this back to 100. This back to off just before we forget. And finally, grab our Sage's Staff. Angel's Bow. What about our armor, though? A rainbow dress. Sure. I'll go ahead and grab that one. Just because it's super quick. And with that, guys, I think that's a good place to wind things down. In the next episode, we will make sure to fully explore our new city and see if we can progress the main story and maybe even see if we can start a sub-scenario. However, all of that will wait for the next one. I will see you guys then.